Hi there, and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. International manager gives worrying injury update about Arsenal star. Norway manager Stale Solbakken says Arsenal star Martin Odegaard has joined up with the national team carrying an injury. Odegaard was withdrawn in the 74th minute of the Gunners' 1-1 draw at home to Brighton on Saturday, seemingly carrying a knock. The 25-year-old has still linked up with Norway for their UEFA Nations League B fixtures against Kazakhstan and Austria, but his availability for those matches is now in doubt. He said, I think it's another bang. I was about to say, I think it's something other than the bang, so to speak. Perhaps more worrying for Arsenal fans is Odegaard's status following the international break. The Gunners have taken 7 points from 3 Premier League games so far, trailing leaders Manchester City and Liverpool by 2 points. But even at this early stage, Arsenal must be ready for one of their most critical and hectic runs of the season. Straight after the international break, Arsenal returned to action away at arch rivals Tottenham on Sunday, 15th September, with that fixture followed by a trip to Atalanta in the Champions League. It doesn't get any easier from there as Arsenal are once again away, this time to title rivals Manchester City, while that game is followed just days later by a clash against Bolton Wanderers in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal turned down multiple offers for a 24-year-old in summer. Despite not being a regular starter for Mikel Arteta, Arsenal reportedly turned down several offers for one of their defenders during the summer transfer window. The English window closed last Friday, and after failing to reach an agreement with a club, defender Jakub Kiwior remained an Arsenal player. The Poland international wasn't short of admirers though. According to a report from Vigaches, the 24-year-old was wanted by as many as 4 Serie A clubs. Bologna, Inter Milan, Fiorentina and Napoli approached the Gunners this summer, but all were turned away. Kiwior has started just 11 Premier League games since the start of last season, but remains appreciated by Arteta. The defender is also one of the side's most versatile players like Ben White. Kiwior can play at centre back and full back. Although the Anderlecht Academy graduate is below Zinchenko and now Riccardo Calafiori in the pecking order, it is apparent Arteta still views him as an important member of his squad, and with teams forced to play more fixture than ever, Kiwior will almost certainly be called upon throughout the season. Mikel Arteta considering starting Raheem Sterling in a new position for North London derby. Raheem Sterling is in line to make his debut following his deadline day loan from Chelsea, but the winger could start his Arsenal career in an unfamiliar position. According to a recent report from Give Me Sport, upon the current international break ending, Arteta could start Sterling as a false nine, with Kai Havertz dropping back into midfield. The German's versatility allows for him to play in multiple positions, and midfield is one he is used to, having played there a lot during his first season at the Emirates. Should Havertz move to midfield, the German will play behind Martin Odegaard and alongside either Jorginho or Thomas Partey, with Sterling asked to lead the line, with Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli or Leandro Trossard on either side. The North London derby, which will take place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, is set to kick off at 2 p.m. UK time on the 15th of September and will be broadcast live on Sky Sports. Fabrizio Romano explains risky Arsenal transfer decision from this summer. Transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano has explained why Arsenal decided not to sign a new striker this summer after missing out on Benjamin Sesko. Sesko was notably a target for the Gunners and other top clubs early on in the summer, but he ended up committing his future to RB Leipzig instead, signing a new contract with the Bundesliga giants. One imagines Sesko will be one to watch again next summer, with Arsenal and others perhaps likely to look at the Slovenian international again, while Chelsea have also been named as suitors who are expected to scout him this season, as per Simon Phillips on Substack. Speaking exclusively to Cout Offside via the daily briefing, Romano made it clear that Arsenal don't make signings for the sake of it, which is why they didn't rush into buying a different striker once it became clear they wouldn't be able to get Sesko. He said, I think Arsenal had a very good window, signing David Raya on a permanent deal. Raheem Sterling was a good last minute opportunity. Riccardo Calafiori, a fantastic signing. Mikel Merino, also a very good addition, strongly wanted by Arteta. Arsenal don't sign players for the sake of it, and this is why they didn't sign a striker after missing out on Benjamin Sesko, who decided early on in the summer to sign a new contract with RB Leipzig. Arsenal already have Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus as options up front, so perhaps this will end up being a wise move by the North London Giants, who can probably afford to try again for at least one more season with their current attacking players before committing to spending big money on a top talent like Sesko or someone similar. Havertz in particular is in superb form for Mikel Arteta's side at the moment, so it's hard to imagine Sesko would necessarily be in the team ahead of him, though Jesus' form and recent fitness record is perhaps a bit of a worry, as it remains to be seen how much he will really be able to contribute over the course of the season. Arsenal, Spurs, and the Newcastle target will be available for £68 million next summer. Some of the biggest Premier League clubs were interested in a move for Crystal Palace midfielder Eberechi Eze in the summer transfer window. Arsenal, Tottenham, and Newcastle have been credited with interest in the England international. He had a release clause in his contract that expired with the end of the transfer window. However, there is good news for clubs who will still retain an interest in his services and want to sign him next year. According to the Daily Mail, the clause in Eze's contract at Selhurst Park will become active again at the end of the season. The report has added that the player will have the same clause of guaranteed £60 million payment plus a further £8 million due in add-ons in his contract. Apart from letting the player leave for the decided release clause, the report has mentioned that the South Londoners could allow their attacking midfielder to leave the club by negotiating a deal other than the clause. The player has started the season in fine form with a goal against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in his team's 1-1 draw. The English midfielder has shown consistency and form with his goal scoring ability and goal creation quality. After the loss of Michael Ollis this summer, it was crucial that Palace keep their other star player at the club, and they have managed to do that. His 11 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League last season helped the Eagles to a top half finish. Premier League clubs are expected to chase the Palace midfielder again next year, and the race to sign him could become intense with several clubs looking to sign him. It remains to be seen how long the player will stay at Selhurst Park. Interest from bigger clubs may turn his head soon, and it appears that Palace will not stand in his way if any club can meet his price tag. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United held talks with the French attacker's agent this summer. Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman was linked with a move away from the German club during the summer transfer window. According to Vigaches, the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur were all keen on signing the player, and they made attempts to sign the French international. However, a deal for the 28-year-old did not materialize, and he ended up staying at the German club. Coman has fallen down the pecking order at Bayern Munich, and he needed to leave the club in order to play regularly. It will be interesting to see if he can hold down a regular starting spot at the club this season. He will have another opportunity to leave the club in January, and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. The report states that the player's representatives held talks with the directors of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham. However, the English clubs never really followed up on their interest with an official proposal. All four clubs are well stocked in the wide areas, and it's no surprise that they ended their pursuit of the French international. While there is no doubt that could be a quality player for most Premier League clubs, the aforementioned clubs would not have been able to provide him with regular game time. It will be interesting to see where the 28-year-old winger ends up. He needs to play regularly at this stage of his career, and he should look to join a club that is prepared to provide him with game time assurances. The 28-year-old has proven himself at the highest level, and he has won several major trophies throughout his career. Apart from his qualities as a footballer, his winning experience could prove to be an invaluable addition to the dressing room. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.